Hello, my name is Christian Tsakalakis, and today I'm going to be giving a sermon on something very dear to my heart. You see, growing up, it was just me and my mom. That is, until one day, she met a man named Richard Conklin at church. See, he later became known to me as Poppy, and he taught me almost everything I know. He lived through some pretty crazy things, and he wrote 6 pearls of wisdom based on his life experiences. The first of which we're going to be going over today. See, that first pearl that Poppy wrote is that every day is a gift from God. So live your life like it is. Now, whether we know it or not, every day when we wake up, we make a list. For students, maybe it's what homework do I have to get done? How many tests do I have to take? What sports practices do I have after school? And for adults, maybe it's how many meetings do I have today? Or what time do I have to pick the kids up from school? Regardless of who you are, you're making a list based on your circumstances. But this might not be a healthy thing. You see, Dr. Lenz Lantz, an expert in this field of depression, started noticing abnormal brain patterns for some of his patients. He noticed that every single one of them, when he asked them about their depression, were saying, "Man, I live a great life. I have good kids, good family, good job. I make a lot of money, but I just don't feel that way." He later went on to recognize this as a specific type of depression known as anhedonia. Now, this type of depression focuses on the fact that people are going through their day, but not getting a sense of achievement. He's noticing that all of these people are saying, "Man, I have so much to do and I get it all done, but I just don't feel proud of it." Luckily for us, there is a way to remedy this. And that is through the lens that every day is a gift from God. You see, in Psalms 118, it says, "All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord, I cut them off. They surrounded me on every side, but in the name of the Lord, I cut them off. They swarmed around me like bees, but they died out quickly as burning thorns. In the name of the Lord, I cut them off. I was pushed back, about to fall, but the Lord helped me. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he is my salvation." You see, many times in our life, we can get too focused on the bees that are swarming around us. We don't feel that sense of achievement because, well, we're just moving on to the next thing. You wake up, you do a task, you move on. You see, we feel like we're pushed against the wall, but we forget to remember that God is our source of strength. He is our salvation, and his love endures forever. But we just need to put that at the forefront of our lives. You see, our goal from all of our days and filling out our checklist is just to get to the end so that we can finally rest. But what do we really do when we rest? Do we just go on social media? Do we watch videos? Do we watch TV? Or do we spend time with God and the people around us that make our lives better? You see, a big problem and this new rise of anhedonia among people and the new depression that is really filling our society is that people aren't recognizing, especially Christians, that every single day is a gift from God. You see, there are many ways that you can start to live your life this way. Whether it's filling your life with people around you, taking little breaks in your day to reflect. You see, for students, maybe it's in between class periods finding a friend to just talk instead of just rushing to your next class because you have to prepare. For adults, maybe it's on that drive home from taking your kids to work, you just stop and get them ice cream and just remind them how much you love them. You see, when we do little things like this, take breaks from our busy days, we start to realize that, man, every day is a gift from God. You see, health is a big factor in that. You never know what might happen. But when we're living our lives a way where we're just saying every day is a gift from God, we're so thankful to be here, your outlook in life changes. You start to notice the mountains, the flowers, the trees, the family members that make your life great. And like it says in Psalms 118, we start to rely on the Lord as our salvation, not as our checklist. You see, the way to fight this anhedonia is not by stopping the checklists in our life because, well, we need them. We need to be able to get things done in order to succeed in life. We need to be able to pick up our kids from school or get those tests done. But while we're doing those things, while we're completing our checklist, it's important to take breaks from our day to remember that while the bees of life may be swarming around us, we can slow down, take comfort in our family and our friends, in God, and just remember that no matter how hard your day is or what circumstances may be affecting your life, God is your salvation. God is your rock. You are doing everything in His purpose, in His beautiful and glorious name. God loves you, and I urge you to continue your checklist, but take breaks and remember how good your life really is. Thank you.